love this little city. Unlike a lot of cities and places, you go through, in America, you go through the actual city, through a lot of them, with the freeways, not like your motorways going bypassing miles out the way like in London and places like that. It's like a man on the top, a statue thing, what's that? Anyway, so this is Seattle, and this is the first city I ever explored in America when I came here, Christmas Day, 4 years ago. And the express lane, like on the places, is open for trucks. So this is a great little thing. It's like a little toboggan track. I love this. It opens up different ways depending on the traffic coming in the morning. And this will be used for the southbound side, northbound during the day, and on rush hours, sort of thing. So it flips backwards and forwards, but this is, you go basically underneath the city. Which I know there's a lot of these in different cities and stuff that go through and that, but I just think it's a cool little thing, and it's open for us truckies, which is nice. The only thing is you don't see much of the river, but it makes a lot of difference. It really does. It throws you in, spits you out the other side, and stops all that snarl up on the top of the mountain. It won't be too bad now because it's only 12:10. Give it another 2 hours and it'll be a shit show up there. It really will. Seattle's one of the worst places I drive through, it really is. I've mentioned this one time and time again. It doesn't get any better, but it is what it is. I don't think it's ever going to change, to be fair, unless they dig further down or do something else, because there ain't any room. It's a city. So you've got the stacked on top. The other road's on top of me now. So I'm not basically running underneath the city, I'm just running sort of lower down, if you know what I mean. And then the other freeway, the motorway's on top of me. But it's a beautiful city, this, it really is. And it's walker friendly, there's quite a lot, it's easy to walk around, which is unlike a lot of the cities in America. They're very unwalker friendly, it's sort of difficult to get about. Unless you're in a car, basically. I've been to some of them, like Miami, places like that. If you're slightly half a mile from the beach or anywhere like that, Fort Lauderdale's another one. You can't actually bloody get to the place. It's without getting in a car to get across the freeways. It's impossible. But there's a lot of walkways when you get further down. Anyway, what's been happening? I've seen my first cougar today, this morning. Well happy, well chuffed. Still giddy over the thought of it, I'll tell you. I've been working really hard, and I'm coming down over in Oregon, coming down the hill of Mount Hood, coming off there, and I just happened to look to my left hand side, and there's I was looking at the roadway. Build a lot of, where they do the logging, there's a lot of forest up there as you're coming down the mountain, and when they do the logging trails that go in, they usually sell off the land there. It's not uncommon. People buy the land, pretty reasonable and stuff like that, and they'll build a house upon there and stuff like that. You can build a property up there. This is still the freeway on top of me. I'll show you that. How pretty that is. And it's a beautiful day. There's some money out there, isn't there? Look at them boats. There's some serious spondoolies. There's a waste of money. Look at all them stacked up there. Buy yourself a boat. That is an excellent way. If you want to lose some money, buy a boat. It's got to be one of the better things. Forget buying your Range Rover, Vogue, Discovery or anything like that, because believe you me, that'll lose you some money. But one of them boats, that'll proper lose you some money. Anyway, going back to the story in hand. So I'm going down over the mountain, and you have your logging trails going in. You can buy a house up there in those clearings in Oregon, especially in Oregon, Washington, where I am as well. You could put yourself a double side manufactured home on there, on the land, for 250 grand, brand new spanking, all finished, all done. You know, in an acre and a half or 2 acres or something like that. It's pretty reasonable going on, brand new, nice double side. Stephanie didn't want to do that. She didn't want to manufacture those, but I was looking at it. But there you go, that's a different story. So the logging trails, they don't bother naming them, so you'll get road 1, road 2, road 10, and I'm coming down the road looking at Road 10, thinking, well, they thought about that name, didn't they? You know, that's what it is. It's going to be Road 10 off the US 26. Not exactly an exciting name, is it, or something? So I happened to glance up it. Bear in mind, I'm going to be dropping down the hill. So I'm on the engine brake, I'm slowing down. And there he is. There's this fucking big cougar, mountain lion, whatever you want to call the thing. Grizzly fucking thing. It was big. It's no word of a lie. I know I didn't get a picture and everybody's going to say, no, picture didn't happen. Sorry, didn't get a picture. I've seen them in zoos, in the zoo in Canada, and it's the first one I've seen in the wild. And seriously, man, they are big things. The tail is nearly half the size of the body as well. That's the thing that throws you. And it was just hanging out down that little trail there. And it was like a double takeoff thing. Fuck, I've seen the first one. Absolutely brilliant, fantastic. I did call it in. I rang it into the fish authorities and the wildlife thingies, because you better. There is quite a few houses and different bits and stuff around there. I know some people will say and write posts and comments, and they'll say, leave it alone, it's a wild animal. That is one dangerous wild animal. And I know it's in its own surroundings and people shouldn't be there. There's two sides to the story. But if I was to read a week down the Rhine or something, somebody's had their kid eaten, dog eaten or something like that, because these things, they'll take a horse, they'll take people, and they are known to killing people. I don't know if they kill, probably, I think it's something around 30 or 40 people get killed maybe a year with mountain lions, maybe less than that. I'm just presuming that's what happened. They do fucking kill people. These things aren't your little tabby cat. That's what I thought at first when I first moved out here. Mountain lions, cougars, whatever, they've got a few names to them. They are the size of a lion. They are a fucking size of a lion. The males are big. It's a lion, for God's sake, you know. It's hard to contemplate to get into your head when I first moved here. There is things in the woods out here that will eat you. You know, the bears, the cougars, the fucking, there's a few other things. Let alone with your insects further down south, your snakes and all that shit. Steph, my wife, used to have a fit when I first moved out here. I used to go walking into the woods at the back of her dad's and I'd go on trotty trots. She'd say, you've got to be careful, take the 45, take the gun. You've got to be careful out there. It's not England. There isn't a little fox or badger that's going to run away when it sees you. Things will eat you. So you've got to be careful out there. But I'm really happy I've seen one now at that distance. I wouldn't want to see one. Going back to ringing it in, yeah. I just think it's nice to call it in to the authorities. They can let the residents know, go around there is a cougar trolling about. And that's the boss, so I've got to go. This will be the next mission. Catch you all later.